I did want to apologize missing the Zoom last week. I thought it was at 11 and I missed it by an.
That's okay. You're good. Don't worry about it. Good luck to you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Do your best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Courthouse case of Legends of Rosewood Village versus Alyssa, excuse me, Worley.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Judge Potter for the plaintiff.
All right. Your name?
Court.
All right. Where are we on this case?
May I approach? There's
What is that?
it's a receipt.
A receipt for?
I had to give cash again to the clerk. Well, for the rest I owed, and I think it's plus some, a little bit.
Are you trying to show me an escrow receipt? How much is that escrow receipt for?
100.
When did you put that in?
Well, right.
I haven't. I haven't got you.
And you called before
Part-
called before I came, so we didn't have a record of that, Your Honor.
Right, there's
That's all.
the amount that was in was, there was 2950 put in, and then now we have 1100.
So much of that.
All right, so where are we now on this case, folks? Well, doesn't that cover everything?
Yes, plus some.
Sorry.
But last time you gave us,
Okay, so
it's 4050, and the last time you gave us what they owed was
I have
3975.
Yeah.
That's what they owe?
it's 3979.03, yeah. Might be off by $1 or $2.
All right. In any event, if I release the escrow to plaintiff,
Okay.
then this case can be dismissed. Anybody have a problem with that? Boy, this was easy. All right, so what I will do. What'd you say?
I follow through with everything you said.
Did you think I didn't believe you?
Believe anybody if I was a judge.
What?
Today it would be hard for me to believe people if I was a judge.
Well, that would be a free.
You mean all these people I'm not supposed to believe any of them? Is that what you tell? No, that will make my job so much easier. All right. And you had never ended up in a situation like this, and you were just trying to, and you were scared to death, right? What did I tell you the first time that you appeared?
Yeah, I don't have a dismissal or an order, but I could.
We'll take care of it.
Just have.
What did I tell you?
That everything will be okay. My babies.
Yeah. And how did it turn out?
A lot of hard work and enjoying time with my babies.
There you go. Is that them?
Yes, that's Chase and that's Carter.
Hello. How you guys doing? All right.
Sorry, they had a half day today.
No, it's okay.
Fine.
I like kids. It's the adults that bother me. All right. So what you do, I'm going to dismiss this case. I'm going to release the escrow to plaintiff.
Okay.
And then you have a beautiful weekend
Thank you.
and do what I told you. You just hug those babies.
Yes.
All right. Take care.
So I need to sign anything or I'm good?
Oh,
I'm good.
perfect.
Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Court calls the case of Town Center Place versus Viola. She's not there.
Otherwise. Jackie Snyder for plaintiff.
Resigned. All right, where are we on this? Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out something. This is a termination.
Yep. Okay,
But the rent is all caught up.
Hmm?
No?
No, SOS is taking care of it. I reached out to them and they were supposed to,
Yeah, the note I have here. I issued the judgment. But this was a termination judgment.
Yep.
If she can pay, can she stay or no?
well, the termination judgment was because she had to, if you recall, Your Honor, it was for an unauthorized occupant. She had documents that she had to maintain. And
Nice.
get
Go ahead.
it to our office, and she had yet to do that. And they're still outstanding.
Still haven't? That's what I call.
I've been going since I left court that Monday to Social Security. Me and Stacy went. There's no walk-ins. They gave us appointment for June 3rd. Been calling since then to see if anybody cancel. Mr. Henry didn't tell you the truth. I sent you an email. I talked to him from April 28th up until April 8th, and he sent me an email apologizing to me for not being in court on the 8th with me. And I would like to still seek counsel. Since he didn't do it, I called my attorney, Todd Rutledge, and they have a landlord-tenant attorney in their firm.
Well, why aren't they here?
I just spoke to him to been getting a hold to him and back and forth. And he's gonna get the documents that Mr. Henry was supposed to help us get. Why he said I didn't contact him, I don't know, because I did. Every day.
Well, anyway, you're into that. I issued the judgment. I set this date. Why did I set this for a writ here? I did. I extended it to today. And the documents still haven't been submitted.
No, we're trying to get them from Social Security. Stacy told me today that that until what she was supposed to have for she came up here. She can go stay in a shelter until she get her business taken care of.
All right.
Because I told her I can only do so much.
I can't,
Wrong.
I know, but I can't keep adjourning it out. I gave it an exceptionally long period of time from the last hearing for you to get the documents and get them in. They don't have that.
But Judge Simpson, since I've been coming here, I always do what you asked me to do.
I know, too. And I thought what would happen here is that all of this would get done. You've got counsel to help you, right?
Yes, I sure do now. I have a lawsuit, and so that's how I pay for my attorney now, since legal aid didn't do his job.
Well, sometimes regrettably, I'm gonna have to I have to be fair to both sides. So I'm gonna have to let the writ issue. What I will do, however, is say that, if it's presented, I will sign it. But that the writ can't be executed prior to June 10th.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Court calls the case Peninsular Place versus Tanya Jimerson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Your name?
Tanya Jimerson.
Okay. And we're here. Is this your motion to set aside? All right, what happened?
So me being behind my bills right now, it's me not be able to go to work because I've been getting harassed at work. And the fact that I'm not about to be working there no more, I had a job interview this morning at St. Joe's. I'm just gonna switch hospitals 'cause I work at the U, but it's management. And the fact that I rely on my job for my bills, it's very bad right now. And it's the first time I've been behind on bills for the first time. So I'm actually kind of struggling. But I know back in March I had help with maps, but that's only once a year. I can only get help with them. But I never
Okay,
I never.
hold on. You're saying a lie.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's a
okay.
lot.
Okay, it just tells me you're really nervous about
Yeah.
what's
but-
happened here because you don't know what your next steps are, right? Fair enough. Have you talked to the landlord at all about trying to get this paid?
No, I just talked to her. Last time I talked to her is when I told her about my court date because they wanted to have that money paid by the 27th. And the fact that I had missed court the last time and the reason why you granted this motion for me.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying, all right? After this judgment was entered, did you go in and talk with anybody at Peninsula Place?
Oh no.
Why not?
Just waiting for my court date. That's what I'm thinking. No, I'm supposed to be doing, waiting for my court date. So that's all I was.
Okay. Did you try to? What do you have as your current balance?
The same
Counsel.
amount of the judgment, Your Honor, the 1,035.42, which includes the court costs. To her motion, she had attached a receipt for $500. I do show that credit, and then she says she owes $960.42. The only difference is the $75 statutory attorney fee. So I think the judgment amount is right, and she really just owes May rent, and I'm happy to work with her, but
Yeah.
she didn't show up the last.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, let me ask you this, okay? How are you got this back balance, you're behind in bills, get it. Do you know how you're gonna try to get June rent paid?
So I just got a car and I downloaded DoorDash. So I got extra
Okay.
money. Instacart, Uber. I got all the
Okay. Just
so yeah.
slow down.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out a way that you're gonna make it from this point to the next point, aren't you? All right, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Okay. Because what you're worried about right now is I'm gonna tell you that you gotta be out. I'm not telling you that today.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I have a lot of different landlords that come before me. I'm just going to tell you right now, the people down at Peninsula Place, in my opinion, they're just fantastic in terms of working with the folks there. That's why the first question I had for you is, had you gone out and talked to them? So if you listen to what happened, council indicated they're willing to work with you because you just owe May. Okay. But you got to go down and talk to them. You may not have a full plan, but you'll work with it. A whole lot of people see, and you're lucky because the first time they showed up, a whole lot of people, Holly did not leave for like 5 days or something because there were a whole lot of people down there that were just down there talking to them, and most of them got worked out in some way. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to June 12th, which is my next day, June 12th, 2026 at 1 p.m. I want you to go down to the office and talk to Holly. Okay. See if you can work this through. You're only behind 1 month. The world's not going to collapse. It's not going to end. Okay. And what I want you to do is I don't want you worrying about it until I tell you to worry about it, because nothing's going to happen to you until I say it is. Fair enough?
Appreciate that.
All right. You go down there, talk to Holly, and then you have a great weekend. Okay. Relax, because you seem really stressed.
Yes, I am. And I work midnight.
Stressing me out, and you stress Alan out, and Alan gets stressed, bad things happen. It's just, you don't want it to. All right.
But thank you.
You take care. And Peninsula Place versus Damboya, that matter's dismissed. As well as Peninsula Place versus Henderson is dismissed. that it for you guys?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Holly, you take care. Always a pleasure.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a great weekend, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Lori Anderson versus Armani Lyman. And here we go.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, Andrew King. Lori Anderson.
All right, where are we on this?
First and foremost, I would like to state
Hold
that
on a second. Why do I have this case? Because
what I've done, 5%.
which one? All right. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that she has been using my personal information to impersonate me. And she's still harassing me. But never had me. The neighbors have been telling me that as well. We would want to.
I'm here on a writ hearing.
Your Honor, from plaintiff's perspective, if I may, this is a hearing. We are coming up on the 56-day time hearing issue. As of our last hearing, we acknowledged that the defendant had made a $7,600 payment towards the rent that was owed when this case was filed, leaving a balance on that particular judgment of $4,107.37. The court was adjourned that so that that amount could be tendered to the plaintiff. Thus far, we don't have those funds. And furthermore, Your Honor, there's currently another 3 months worth of rent due.
Are you going to pay off this judgment?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are you going to pay off this judgment?
I'm going to pay it, but it's not right. I would like to go over it since I do not owe that much.
Okay, ma'am.
There that I would like to look over and see something about repairs, but nothing was repaired. So I'm trying to see where the extra money is coming from. Still paying the warranty.
Lyman, this judgment was issued in March.
I have 6,600 to pay, but I would like to see everything before I pay it, so I just don't need.
That's the judgment. I'm not disturbing the judgment.
Well, it's not right at all. Cause I should only hold 1,000.
I'm not disturbing the judgment. Judgment is what it is. I don't have anything filed indicating that I should even look at that judgment. That's what the judgment was issued for. I'm now in May. If you pay off the judgment, they got to figure out what they're going to do.
I emailed the court the day of what that happened. Saying it wasn't right.
All right, let me just be clear. I'm not doing anything with the judgment. You can keep talking to me about it if you want, but I'm going to tell you the same thing. So your choices are you either pay off the judgment or I just deny this and they're going to go forth and do what they got to do. So which do you want to do? There is, you said 4107
37 on the
on the judgment.
on the judgment.
You said 37 or 40?
$4,107.37.
Okay. I think we were starting at the wrong one. All right. Are you going to pay that off? When are you going to do that?
66 that I can turn in next week.
Well, I can't. Lyman, I thought you said you had 66. Do you have?
I've been in the hospital.
Okay, I got that. I understand, and that's why I adjourned the proceedings out. But there's about 4,000 that's owed on the judgment. When is that going to be paid? Because the writ, Ms. Lyman, understand, the writ is sitting here in front of me right now. When is it gonna be paid? Because I'm assuming if you pay that next week, and if I remember the rental rate, it's about 3,300 or something like that, it's gonna go up again. They're just gonna begin the case again. I mean, but that's not where I am right now. What day next week are you going to pay this?
The-
I can't. That's not, that's not even next week. That's the week after.
We'll have it till the 8th.
And at that point, they're gonna be 4 months, right? Is that right, council?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So then I'm gonna be what, 12 plus, well, I'm gonna be about 13,000 behind at that point. Simon, I can't continue to do that. I don't mind giving people an opportunity to pay and catch up, but I can't do it. So, you know, the way it works is that I'm signing the writ, I'm issuing the writ, I'm denying the motion to stay the eviction, or I'm not staying the eviction. The writ is signed. If you pay it prior to the execution of the writ, then fine, but otherwise I'm not doing anything else. I can't, in good conscience, do that. So, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ann's gonna need that. Haverhill on Clark versus Sylvia Amory Brewer.
Good morning, Your Honor, or afternoon, Your Honor, Andrew Cates, P 782 for Haverhill on Clark.
Hello, what's your name?
Sylvia Amory Brewer.
All right, where are we on this?
Your Honor, the plaintiff is still showing a balance of $5,692 in rent retained, and that is inclusive of court costs and service fees. We did have a preliminary hearing. This is our second hearing. It's my understanding that the defendant applied to Hawk, but was declined.
Sorry.
Was declined because the amount in controversy was too high.
Mhm.
At this point, we are requesting that the court enter a judgment in the amount of $5,692 to be paid out of the fortune made.
Ma'am, what do you have to say?
Um, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, this is my second time standing before you.
Sorry.
This is my second time standing before you, and the gentleman called my name and asked me to speak with him. And I asked him, would they be willing? Originally, I'd asked the other attorney that was here at my first hearing if they would give me till the end of June. I thought I would have it by today, but I do not have it by today. I did pay something, what I could today. I just went and looked at my balance, and I almost paid a fourth of it today of the balance that's in my bank. It's a little bit, but they can give.
Hold on,
and-
hold on.
Yes, sir.
All right, just. All right,
Thank you.
you're talking real fast to me, and I'm just trying to keep up with you, and I kept up with you to a certain point, but, and so went to the pay some. Sure.
I paid a little bit today, and can you show the judge this? I don't know if this is gonna help me or not. I paid a little bit today, and this I had prepared to pay on the 8th. I was gonna escrow that and then something came up. I have a child that lives in the same apartment building as me. She was supposed to be here today and she applied for an extension. So I didn't end up paying that. I had every intention of having 1,000 more on today, but I just
Hold it.
didn't. So I will have more. I got sick and
Oh, this
I got sick and had 8 days off work.
show this.
And so I just went back. I went to the
Oh.
doctor
Okay.
and I was 8 days off work. I apologize. I had that prepared to pay and I haven't. So just asking, can I have more time? Yes, sir.
You call them to see if you could work out. I mean, what's your monthly rent?
It's 1574. They gave me 2 different leases. At first,
It's okay.
74, then they said 68.
All right, that's fine. But it's around 1,600, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
You have $5,692. But then come Monday, I'm tacking basically 1,600 onto that. I'm gonna be at about what, $7,300.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 incomes. So that's why
Hold on.
I was hoping.
I know, and I get what may have happened in the past.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to figure out is how do you see yourself getting out of this?
Working, I have a monthly income, and then on top of that, I have another income coming in. It just, with me being behind, I have a doctor's note that I was taking off work and I missed. And because I work with food, they take
Oh,
off work.
oh,
I know I can
that I
5 of it.
I'm not. Hey, oh, take a breath.
Okay.
I get that things may have happened. You got behind.
Yes, sir.
That's where we are right now. Okay. What I'm asking is, how do you envision yourself getting out of this?
Well, one of my jobs is working for myself and it's lucrative. I just needed to get better and I needed to rent a car. So that's what I did. And then the other income is monthly. It comes in on a regular. So I just needed more time. He was being honest with me. He didn't think that Haverhill would agree to that. But if he could, if I'm beseeching the court, because I got behind the first time when my wallet was stolen, and I explained that to you. And then my refrigerator went out, so I had to replace. And Haverhill told me they were gonna replace my groceries the 3 times my refrigerator went out, but they didn't. So I had to take some of the money that was set aside.
Ma'am,
So I'm just asking
ma'am,
for more
had to come
time.
up with $5,692. How much time would it take you to come up with?
No matter what I say, you really want the truth?
Ma'am, I asked the question.
I asked them to the end of June, but let's be real. That's gonna give me to July, the middle of July. I'll have it, all of it, and I can continue pay the court like you gave me permission last time to escrow my rent because of all of the things. There's still things that are not fixed. They text me and said some things are fixed, some things aren't still fixed. The closet doors still broken. They're not even in there. My refrigerator is still out right now, and my stove. So that's why you gave me permission to escrow my rent.
But I don't have it. I don't have the rent.
Voice over one. What happens when a courtroom becomes more than just a place for legal decisions? In today's hearing, several tenants stand before the judge facing housing disputes, unpaid rent, and the possibility of losing their homes. Some arrive with payment receipts and proof they've done everything they could. Others find themselves trapped between financial hardship and legal deadlines they simply can't meet. As the cases unfold, one theme becomes impossible to ignore: the struggle between strict legal procedures and real-life human challenges. The judge carefully listens to each story, asking tough questions while also trying to understand the circumstances behind every missed payment and every delayed document. For some, the day brings relief and second chances. For others, the consequences of falling behind begin to catch up. But as the hearing continues, one particularly emotional case is about to shift the atmosphere in the courtroom and remind everyone that justice is not always just about rules. Sometimes it's also about compassion.
Rent, there's weekly rent for the vehicle. And I don't have it now, but I have to re-rent it next week on Wednesday so that I can make more money and get to my other job. So once I get it below rent, once I get it to 3,000, Hawk will pay that amount.
They will.
So Hawk,
No.
you don't believe that they will? That's what they tell me. They keep telling me.
That's the minimum amount that you have to be at for them to consider it. I can tell you right now, at least based upon the last report I have, that they're out of funds. I don't know what they're going to get.
They're helping the lady next to me, sitting next to me.
All right, ma'am, that's what you want to believe. When are you gonna be able to get it down to 3,000? Because that means you got to come up with about $2,700.
I can have that by the end of June because I get paid from one job every.
I can't have the landlord wait to the end.
Can we request it?
Because listen, just think about this. The math doesn't work. If I tell you, if I give them a judgment saying, okay, I can give her to the end of June to get that 2,700 paid, they still have 3,000 plus June's rent going into July. So then July's rent will be up.
Well, every 2 weeks I get about 1,500 just from grinding.
If you sat down and figured out a plan for how you could get this paid,
Yes.
can you tell me what that plan is?
Okay. So since I get paid on a daily basis from one job, I can bring that to the court and I requested
And that's not a plan.
I
To
can
know
I can
how much can you
check.
pay.
I can bring a cashier's check in the amount of $1,500.
When?
Well, since they won't give me to the end of June, will they give me till June 28th? Or can they give me till June 27th, 26th?
For $1,500?
No, I get paid like I can cash out one job every day, every other day. I can bring you $1,500 in 10 days. Give me 10 days, I'll bring you 1,500. And in another 10 days, I'll bring you another 1,500. I also have a monthly income that I get, which is a little bit over 1,000 because I have a disability. So I'm on disability and I get that on a regular. I just asked till the end of June.
To pay everything up?
Yes, and then if Hawk does not deplete, by the time I get it down to 3,000, I will bring you proof that Hawk has approved of me. Once I get it down to 3,000, I will come back and I would just leave it with the receptionist ladies. And I would bring you the ledger. I requested a rent ledger and the attorney was kind to share it with me because my apartment complex refused to give me a copy of mine, but you have it in front of you, but I asked because that's what Hawk is requesting. So he showed it to me. So every 10 days, I'll check in with the court and I'll drop that 1,500 every 10 days. So in 20 days, I should have 3,000 to you. Is that a good enough plan? Because I've been trying, if I hadn't been off work, I would have had more money and more time. Every 10 days, I'll bring it in. Maybe I'll bring it every 7 days. I'll bring you some money and I'll have it to the 15th, what is it, 14 District A for my rent to be escrowed with you. So instead of every 10 days, I changed it. I'll bring it every 7 days. I'll bring you a check down here to escrow my rent. And then buy me some time, hopefully. Oh, the other thing they asked me to ask, will you take a cashier's check? Because they said they couldn't receive it.
You need to pay it to the landlord. Because here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no trouble issue. I'm gonna issue a judgment for possession. Total amount of that rent will be $56.92. With a writ to issue. If, however, the defendant pays $1,500 to the landlord on the 8th, I'll extend the writ to the 18th.
Okay.
If if $1,500 is paid to the landlord on the 15th or on the 18th, then the writ will be 29th.
Okay, can you say those dates again?
8th,
Uh-huh.
18th, and 29th.
Okay,
You
15,
gotta pay $1,500, and then the balance of this judgment by the 29th.
1,500 each time. And instead of doing it here, I'll pay it directly to my landlord.
Right to the landlord.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, just so I'm clear, 1,500, then the balance.
The balance of this.
So she,
Now, ma'am, you need to understand that doesn't include this judgment I'm issuing doesn't include your June rent.
Right.
Still gonna owe your June rent,
Yes, sir.
but I'm gonna give it to,
So
put that way. Thank you.
until the 29th, right?
You gotta, no, listen, so that you
The
understand,
balance.
make these incremental payments.
Yes.
So if you don't pay them, so that I'm real clear, if you've got to pay that 1,500 on the 8th, you don't pay them on the 8th, that they get their rent.
They're gonna get their money.
Okay, but I need you to understand what I'm saying.
I do.
So on the 15th, you need to pay 1,500. On the 8th, you need to pay 1,500. On the 18th, you need to pay 1,500. And by the 29th, you need to pay the entire balance.
Yes.
Any of those payments are missed, they get their writ, you're evicted.
It won't.
Am I clear?
You are very crystal clear.
Thank you. Have a great day.
So much. I appreciate you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
I promise you my last one's easy.
What'd you say?
I promise you my last one's easy.
Secretary of Veterans Affairs versus Anthony Reddick. You're welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm Anthony Reddick.
You better make this easy, man.
Okay, so
Hello, Mr. Reddick.
Affairs of the United States of America.
All right. And where are we on this?
Your Honor, this was the Secretary of Veterans Affairs bought this property at a foreclosure sale. Mr. Reddick is a occupant of the property. We have come to an agreement that he will vacate the property and relinquish possession of the property to the Office of the Secretary of Veterans Affairs by the 15th of June. And we've signed a consent judgment to that effect.
Is that correct, Mr. Reddick?
yes, sir.
You're a veteran, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
What branch?
United States Air Force.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
How long were you?
13 years.
All right. And what, you fell behind and
I lost my job and there was no way of me without having a job because I'm supply chain management. So I had a very good job and I haven't been able to find a job to replace that level of income. And that's the reason why I fell behind.
On the 15th, what are you gonna do?
15th, I'll be out.
Going.
I'm gonna put all of my stuff into a storage and I'm going to figure out where I'm gonna stay then. That's my immediate plan. I mean, I do have sons and daughters here, so push come to shove, I could probably stay with them. For right now, the plan is I'm seeking, obviously, an eviction doesn't help. You know, so seeking a rental apartment or anything like that with my credit, et cetera, that's a challenge. I've tried not to have to rely on the Veterans Administration to help me further. I don't plan on.
But you earned it.
I did, but
You earned it. You don't have to apologize to anybody. You earned it.
like I said,
You know, I sit here and I just know I get to do what I get to do because people like you did what you did. I'm reminded of that every day. And I realize they have to do it. I'm not blaming council, but when our veterans fall on hard times, all of a sudden what we do is we just kick them to the curb. And you just don't know what you're gonna do. You're saying you're gonna get your stuff into storage, but you're not sure where you're going.
right, sir.
Not happening, not today. Because I'm not gonna enter the judgment. I'm gonna adjourn it out, let him sort out, get your stuff into storage. Figure out where you're going. All right. I'm gonna give you that chance. All right. Because I can't do it. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I should under these circumstances.
I'm trying to cooperate, but
No, I get it. You don't have to apologize for a darn thing. All right. If somebody I'm a over the objection of plaintiff, I'm gonna adjourn this to June 12th, 2026 at what time? At 1 p.m. And let you try to get a better plan together for yourself, see where you're going. Okay. I can't give you everything, but at least for your service, I owe you that.
thank you, sir.
All right. We'll see you on the 12th, Mr. Ray.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. You do the same. Babu Banda Pade. No, I'm messing it up. Versus Diet Connor. Your name?
Yeah, Kyle.
Where are we on this case? Termination?
Correct. So background story here is 9 months without rent.
Does she currently have a lease?
Currently, this is through Section 8 and it's
Pardon?
through Section 8, and they terminated their lease.
What's your position on this?
So that's why I asked for the 2 weeks adjournment, so I can finish the other one, because he knew he was in abatement. I didn't know he was in abatement. Was
What?
in abatement. With Section 8, he was in abatement. He knew that. I did.
Abatement for what reason?
That was withholding his rent. I don't know. It was between them two.
Why was the rent being abated?
Originally, the rent wasn't being abated because they said the house wasn't repaired.
Yeah.
And we passed even the city inspections.
Did you go back to Section 8 then?
We tried to call them, nobody would answer.
Then that's not her fault. The apartment unit goes into abatement
Correct.
because of repairs you failed to make. So they don't pay rent.
Oh, sorry, the repair was done almost 9 months ago. We've been trying to contact them. And the city has been out there, re-inspected the house.
So about time to
Hold on. Who administers this Section 8 that you got this through?
RPI.
That's the problem.
Listen, so when the city came out, that was of February of this year, right? So Section 8 told me when I talked to them in March, when he said he was going to evict me in May, when I talked to them, they told me, well, this is called retaliatory eviction. They told me to come here and let y'all know that this is what's going on, ask for another adjournment, because like they said, he knows what's going on. I don't. So then I spoke with them in March because they said, don't worry about it, we're handling it. So then I spoke with legal aid because remember I came down last week. I spoke with legal aid. They're trying to help me with the whole Section 8 problem because of him. So they said, see if I can get adjournment till after the 2nd, because that's when they go in and talk to Section 8.
They're going in on June 2nd, talk Section.
Yes.
Got it.
Your Honor, just a couple things here to clarify. I have not gotten any communication from any. Regarding.
Yes, he did, Your Honor. I can
stop. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So far, I've not gotten any communication from anybody. Are saying that, what are we doing next steps? In fact, even beyond that, we have had ordinance.
Here's my problem. I'm just going to stop both of you because here's my problem. If the initial basis of not receiving rent was an abatement for repairs, and then that subsequently that rent has not been turned on, that's not generally, if ever, the tenant's fault. It's something else. So I'm not punishing her because either you didn't do the repairs, but you're telling me you did, or that RPI won't do what they're supposed to do. I'm not doing that.
Well, here's the problem right now is that basically it's gone on for 9 months. I have no.
Pardon?
Gone on for 9 months. I have nobody to talk to at RPI, no contact.
So you kick her out.
It's beyond that now. It's basically right now. There's that. There's the whole idea of the ordinance officers going out there. I'm in court. I had to pay $350 a couple months ago because of the house was in bad shape outside because of trash and the like. And then on top of that, we also have to mow the lawn, do everything, and take care of the property, so that way she can live there. But we're not getting any rent or anything for any.
But you wouldn't get the rent because there weren't repairs. That's where this starts.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do the repairs, you get the inspection, and I'm going by what you're telling me,
Exactly.
and RPI doesn't turn it back on.
But then what do I do at this point? Because we've done
You need to talk to RPI.
Nobody's calling me back from market. Who do I contact at RPI? I've been trying to reach them for months. Nobody's answering the phone. Nobody's returning call.
Legal Services is meeting with them. They told you on the 2nd.
Yes.
This matter is adjourned 12/2026. What time? 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Court stands in recess. All right.
And be seated.
Here.
Yes.
Thank you. Tanisha Booker?
Voiceover 2. The most powerful moment arrives when a military veteran appears before the court after losing his job and falling behind on housing obligations. The legal path seems straightforward, but the judge pauses to consider something larger than paperwork and deadlines. As the veteran explains the situation, he admits he plans to place his belongings in storage and is still uncertain where he will live next. The courtroom grows noticeably more serious. Instead of immediately approving a requested judgment, the judge reflects on the sacrifices veterans make and the difficulties many face when unexpected hardship strikes. While acknowledging the rights of property owner, the judge also recognizes a human reality standing before him, rather than forcing an immediate outcome. He grants additional time so the veteran can organize a plan and secure his future. It's a reminder that every court file represents a real person, a real family, and real consequences. Cases like this show why courtroom proceedings can be both legally significant and deeply emotional.